hardly touched your breakfast. Do you want me to fix you something else?
No, thanks, love. I'm not really all that hungry. Besides, I haven't got much time. I've got to get to Luke's press conference.
I know. Where's it being held? At City Hall?
No, the mayor's mansion. Luke figures he can control the situation better there.
Can he?
Control the press conference? He'd better.
Keeping the truth of the Cassadine threat still a secret?
He has to.
I know that Luke is very good at this sort of thing. But this is going to be really tricky. Do you think he'll be able to pull it off?
As I said, he has to. How he handles the press conference really is up to how he and Laura answer the questions.
Lee, we're ahead of the horde, aren't we?
You are, Robert.
There's no change in plans.
Well, the plans are about the same. I got a call from the television stations. They wanted live coverage of the conference.
Thank you.
I told them that we didn't have time, and I really didn't have room in here to set up for them.
They accepted that?
They did when I agreed to do an on-camera interview following the conference out back. There is one other change.
What's that?
I've convinced Laura to let me handle this alone. As a matter of fact, she's upstairs with Leslie, and she's not even going to make an appearance.
I think that's wise.
Well, I agree. I mean, there's much less chance of conflicting stories that way.
Yeah.
Good. Robert, I'm glad you got here early. You were in the Cassadine job.
Well, not since Helena hung up on me yesterday.
Has the body arrived on the island?
Not as of half an hour ago.
Boy, that timing bothers me. They're going to get Stavros' body before they find out about this press conference.
I've got a much bigger worry. What if this press conference doesn't work?
Well, we're all concerned about that. All we can do is hope that Luke is able to control those questions.
Well, I've got to try. We have no other choice. And then, hopefully, they'll print my story, and the Cassadines will read it and give up.
That's a tall order. They've never given up before.
Fine. Mr. Mayor, I got plenty of questions
Please,
to ask you.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, could we just have it quiet for a minute? Now, the mayor does have a statement.
Thank you, Lee. It's not exactly a prepared statement. I thought that I would give you the facts just as they happened, then I'll take questions afterwards, if that is acceptable.
Go right ahead, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Steve. The deceased, Stavros Cassadine, left Port Charles and then returned almost immediately.
Why?
I'm coming to that. He had decided to make a cash offer to this city, much like his family had done for General Hospital. He wanted no publicity about it, and so we arranged for him to meet here. I turned down the offer. Perhaps I turned it down a little quickly, but nevertheless, I refused his offer. Our meeting here, I might add, was a very long one and went quite late.
I have a question.
I was going to get to questions later, Mr. Shelton, but go ahead.
Why didn't anyone see him here earlier at the reception that evening?
Because he didn't attend the reception. As you all know, the reception was for the press and the city council. We made no exceptions. Stavros Cassadine met with me after the reception, and as I said before, he wanted no publicity. Now, may I finish my account?
Please, do.
Thank you. The reason for the private meeting was, frankly, in view of my past association with his family and my wife's, and so we agreed that there would be no press present.
Was he in agreement with this privacy?
He insisted on it. Now, when our meeting was over and Mr. Cassadine was ready to leave, he fell down the steps, was fatally injured. He was taken from here to General Hospital, and I think you know the rest of the story.
Mr. Mayor, now, our understanding is that Stavros Cassadine fell on the main stairway from the second floor.
He did.
You stated he came here to discuss a cash gift he wished to give?
That's correct.
Then could you tell us why he was on the second floor of this house, which I believe are your private quarters?
The house has historical value, as I'm sure you know. And Mr. Cassadine, at the conclusion of our meeting, expressed interest in the house, so we gave him a brief tour, which did include the second floor.
What was the official cause of death?
I can respond to that.
Dr. Rick Weber of General Hospital.
The coroner's autopsy report showed that he died of a broken neck, and that was caused by a fall.
And where's the body now?
Luke?
Robert Scorpio, Commissioner of Police.
Stavros Cassadine's body is en route to the Cassadine Island right now. It should arrive there within the hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, or is there anything else?
Well, I don't have any more questions, but I do have a comment.
Very well.
I'd like to go on record here and now. I've heard your story, Mr. Mayor. Quite frankly, I just do not buy it. Do you have any comment?
Only one, Mr. Shelton. If you don't buy the story, as you say, that is unfortunate. This press conference is over. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Come this way.
Thank you. Thank you. Well?
You want the microwave now or later?
Don't con me, Robert. Did I pull it off or not?
Now, wait a minute.
What?
Have I ever conned you?
Yeah? No. We've never conned each other.
Then the answer to the question is yes. You pulled it off. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, thanks. What about Shelton? He didn't buy it.
Maybe not, but the others are on your side. I can assure you of that. You did a good job, mate.
You really helped. You chimed in right at the right time.
Yeah, almost a touch of the old times there for a while.
Yeah, that occurred to me, too. As I was standing up there, I kept glancing over to you about 20 times. I remembered that if the world were our flavor, we could lick it.
Let's give it a good run for its money.
Yeah. Can we retire this act as of now?
I, for one, do not want to do an encore on this subject.
It's the last one. Good. Well, what's your verdict?
I would say that we did just about as well as we could have expected.
Yeah, I agree. You kept it simple. You looked at ease anyway, and well, there was a ring of truth to everything you said.
Good, good. You helped very much. When you stepped in to give the information from the hospital, that was a good move. And of course, your being here added a great deal of credibility. I thank you all very much.
Want me to get that?
Please.
This is the mayor's residence. Mayor's in conference. Can't be disturbed right now. What?
You handled everything?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. He's right here. Just a minute. Robert? So you...
Forget it.
Excuse me. This could be the call we've been waiting for. Scorpio. Yeah? Go on. Yeah, I understand. All right. When you have further information, you contact me at once. Thank you.
Well?
Plane carrying Stavros's body has just landed.
Well, that's a relief.
You know, for the time being.
Yeah, for the time being. Let's hope they don't mess with us again.
Well,
But they have no reason to.
the Cassadines have never needed a reason to do what they do.
Or what they don't do, either. I don't know, though. Maybe we'll luck out this time, huh? Maybe.
It must have been such a thrill for you to be named Miss Starlight.
Well, I certainly thought so. I guess every girl kind of dreams of becoming a glamorous model. Actually, they had some pretty big plans for me.
As I recall, there was talk of you working abroad.
Mm-hmm. They were going to shoot a whole series with me in front of the Eiffel Tower, in front of the Spanish Steps in Rome, and even the Taj Mahal.
Excuse me, Mr. Spencer. There's an urgent telephone call for Commissioner Scorpio.
Thank you, Margaret.
I'll take it in the hall. Excuse me.
The Taj Mahal, now that really sounds interesting.
Uh-huh. I wouldn't mind.
Scorpio. How long ago? I see. Well, what do you know about it? Yeah. I understand. Okay, well, keep on it and get back to me. Right.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And North Africa is where I would like to go. Algeria, Egypt. That really sounds interesting. Problems, Robert?
I'm not sure. That was a report from the Cassadine Island.
What happened?
At the moment, your guess is as good as mine. But according to the source, a Cassadine plane took off from the mainland, middle of the night, their time.
For where?
It's headed for the United States.
Oh, no, Luke.
Wait. Don't jump to any conclusions. There could be all kinds of different explanations.
Luke's right, love. Let's not borrow trouble.
I even have a better idea. Let's stick to our agreement. No more mention of the Cassadines tonight, all right?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent idea.
Great.
And to get back to what we were talking about before, you know, I was just thinking.
Uh-oh.
It was just a thought that we've all done a lot of traveling, some of us, and yet here we all are, very much a part of Port Charles. Yeah, you're right. I suppose Robert's probably the best example of that. When you worked for the WSB, you traveled all over the world, didn't you?
It was a regular occurrence.
Miss it?
No, I've got what I want right here. Plus, all I can handle. Now, Holly, you've been everywhere.
Well, not exactly, but I have traveled quite a bit. South Africa, all the North countries. Oh, and had a marvelous 6 weeks in Hong Kong.
No, you've got to stop. You've all got to stop this, you know. You're really making me feel like a hick.
You?
Yeah, me? Where have I been? Where have I been? Victoria, yes. A couple of days in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, that tropical island that Mikos Cassadine had. I blew it. I'm sorry. I owe everybody $10.
Easy come, easy go. But would you both like to travel some more? Well, I think Luke can answer that for both of us.
I think I can. Yeah, we sure would. If we could just follow our noses from day to day, from place to place, I think that would be heaven, don't you?
Ben, you'll do it. Let's drink to that.
I'll drink.
Watch out, world. Luke and Laura are about to step out. Well, in 4 years' time, anyway.
Oh, you spoiled it. I blew it 4 years.
You mean when your term as mayor is up, you won't run again?
No way.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to run, but I have some business. Police department first thing in the morning, Holly.
Duty calls. Thank you for dinner. It was just lovely.
Oh, well, you're very welcome, but around here, I'm not even allowed in the kitchen.
Neither am I, and I am the decent cook in the family.
But you know something? I really have a yen to take it up.
Oh, please don't. I have very little left of my stomach with the ulcers being mayor and all that. Don't cook anymore. Well, we should do this again.
And next time at our house.
That's a good idea.
Thank you so much for coming.
Our pleasure.
It's the other door.
Oh.
It's just great. Good night. Good night, Chris.